guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgia Nello, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys 7 disciplines for the new year. Because as we all know, when the new year starts, or before the new year starts, we write down our new year's resolutions. We have plans, and we set, certain things that we want to achieve by the end of the year. So now, how do we stay grounded and actually be disciplined, with our time, with ourselves, with the people around us, in order to achieve those goals? So I've written down 7 disciplines that have helped me personally in my life, to achieve my goals. It's not going to be a perfect journey, but I believe that if you instill these 7 disciplines, then there's no chance for failure. So let's get into it. The first one: prioritize your spirituality. So with me personally, I am a Christian. I'm a follower, believer, and a disciple of Jesus, and my spirituality and my faith is the foundation of everything basically in my life. My family, my friends, my academics, each and everything that I do in my life, stems from my spirituality and my faith. And so far it has gotten me to where I am. So basically, to sum it up, prioritizing your spirituality gives you motivation when you're weak. It protects you from spiritual wars that you may not be aware of, and it just gives you strength and wisdom in how to navigate through all life throws at you. And I also encourage that we pray for the spirit of discernment, so that you have good judgment. And now, going into the second discipline: draw up a vision board. I believe that a vision board is very important. I didn't draw it up last year, and I can see why some of the parts or some of the things that I wanted to accomplish, I didn't accomplish, or I didn't really fully get to even start in them. It was because I didn't have a vision board. So basically it means that I didn't have any motivation to look at, because a vision board is a physical motivation of the goals that you want to accomplish, not just tangible physical goals, even whichever goal that you want to achieve personally. So I believe it's a great motivation to just put up on your wall, a door, or wherever, just to have it physically there, so that each and every time when you pass by it in the morning, you see it, you get motivated. It reminds you of the mode or sort of the goals that you started the new year with. So I believe a vision board is very, very important. So now let's get into the third one. Third discipline is prioritize your physical health and your mental health. So as we all know that your physical health and your mental health goes hand in hand. When you're feeling tired, physically, it will automatically just affect your mood, affect how you talk to other people, how you communicate. So they go hand in hand. So it's important to make sure that they're both good. It's important to make sure that you're exercising. Exercise is a very important aspect of life, just working out, because it releases stress. So as cliche as it might sound, as googly as it might sound, it's true and it's fact, and it does work. I have tested it myself. Last year, there was a time last year, I think for about 3 months, I wasn't working out, I wasn't doing anything, and it reflected on my mental health. I was so down, I was just always so exhausted, so all over the place, mentally fatigued, just because I didn't work out and do anything physically. So it's very important to prioritize your physical health. Just do something, join maybe a sport in your community if you're able, but to just make sure that your physical health is good, and thus it will also reflect on your mental health. So going into the fourth discipline is what we've talked about, really investing in your mental health. So ways in which you can invest in your mental health being, at its highest, or to be better. You can speak positively, upon your life, because I also believe, speaking positively, upon your life, that, even in the Bible it does say that, the power of life and death lies in your tongue. So, I believe that speaking things into existence, that's when they'll actually, come to life. Just speaking, because when you speak negatively, your life will definitely reflect that, because you can't say one thing and expect a different thing. So I believe that, whatever you speak out with your mouth will be a product in your life. So, I believe in, speaking positively, encouraging yourself. Self encouragement and motivation is very important, because we can't always rely on hearing other people, tell us, these positive things. At the end of the day, it's your life, so you have to speak that positivity into your life. And also, I saw a post somewhere that the devil knows that he can't curse you, so he uses you to curse yourself. You can't be comfortable in being too comfortable, basically. And also, practice deep breathing. That's what I've started doing this year. I've started deep breathing, and really what it helps me with, it helps release the stress and just tension in my body, so I can think clearly. I can make, better decisions, and not really stress about things that I'm not supposed to be stressing about. So it's just a good way of releasing tension, and just relieving yourself, off of all these things that we just burden ourselves with. And meditating on the word. Also, with, affirmations. I read daily devotions, which is a book that my friend got for me. So it has, a daily devotion for 366 days. So, I read that, and it makes me feel better. Reading the Bible, all of those things, just to invest in your mental health. The fifth one is when it comes to relationships. So avoid situationships or relationships that do not honor your worth. So now, how do you do that? Practice self-worth. You're a child of God. You were bought at a price. Jesus died on the cross for your sins, so that, you be freed of all these things. You do not carry sin or guilt or shame with you. Therefore, you shouldn't be somebody's maybe or see. Shouldn't be treated any less than that, because if you are not worth it, God wouldn't have done that for you, wouldn't have sacrificed Jesus on the cross for you. So that enough, I'm not going to even go into further details. That enough should tell a person that you're worth more than just being in a situationship. That is not ideal. That's not honoring your worth as a person, because you should know where you stand in life. And I believe knowing where you stand will actually make you have direction, because now, we all know that how much a relationship, or just any romantic relationship or association with somebody, how much it takes of our time, of our thinking, of, money, of everything. So now imagine if it's in a situation that's not ideal. How will you even have direction and be able to just accomplish the other goals that you have in your life, even besides, with relationships specifically? So knowing where you stand sort of gives you direction, and it will also set the tone even for all the other aspects of your life. So I am not a I just like your vibe. I am not a sneaky link. I am not a let's go with the flow. I am not a maybe. I am definitely not a we'll see where it goes. You are a yes. You are let's be official. You are I want a committed relationship with you. So, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, somebody must know what they want with you. The same way that you should also know what you want with other people. Don't confuse other people. And if you're really striving for a situationship, rebound situation. I feel like those are the things that, you know, you should be strong as a person and not use the other person to get over a situation that you can't get over, or certain things that you might be struggling with. It's important to know what you want. If you're going through something, just need somebody to talk to, somebody to help you through that. Make it be that. Don't, you know, trick people into situationships or relationships. Don't, when you're confused, don't bring other people into your confusion, because nobody wants to be confused. Being confused is the worst thing that anyone wants to go through, because it literally makes you paranoid. So I literally believe that situationships are not the way to go this year, relationship wise. Be with someone that you know where you stand. You can tell other people proudly. You can also go to bed knowing where you stand. If you can't be with someone, enjoy life, you know, do other things. There's more to life than relationships, as cliche as it sounds. So yeah, rest assured that people know exactly what they want. People might say, I don't know, I'm confused, I'm this, I'm that, you know, and it's okay. Some, it's really true, but it doesn't really justify confusing the other person, or just, you know, not honoring their worth. So, you know, people know what they're doing. Don't settle, you know, just do your own thing. If you're already in a relationship, it doesn't mean just because it is official that it's secure, because, you know, many people are in official relationships or with the official tag, but really it still feels like it's a situationship. Or even besides that, it's not honoring your worth, because this is not about relationships, this is not about situationships. It's just really about is that kind of situation, um you know, honoring your worth and honoring you as a person? Is it putting your needs first, you know? Is it making you go to sleep, you know, happy, and not wondering and not stressing and not being in a situation that's drenched, you know, in lies, and it's just really draining you? So you just really have to you know, look at the actions of your partner, not, you know, his or her words, or not the official tag of the relationship. That at least this person comes back to me, you know, at the end of the day, at least this person posts me, or whatever it is. Because, you know, everyone does know that, you know, that literally means nothing. It actually means very little. All right, so the actions of that person, you know, feeling secure, you will feel it. Because we know that when it doesn't feel like it's not supposed the way it's supposed to feel like, then something is wrong. So it's not really even about, you know, being technical about it. It's just really looking at it logically. Is this situation making me happy? Is this person or this situation honoring my worth? If it's not, you know, the next decision is really to exit, you know. Or if you've done, you know, you did talk about it with this person, you know, tried to fix it, you know, tried to, you know, point it out, and it's still, you know, not being fixed, or it's still the same, then you can't be stagnant in that type of situation. You have to move on. All right, so number 6 is stop being a victim of other people's actions, or your past, or your current situation. So basically, avoid spaces or people that bring, you know, chaos, discomfort, and doubts in your life. Because, you know, we all know that other people are just there because they bring chaos, they bring lies, they are deceitful. These people are just, you know, you're not comfortable being around these people. So, you know, either it's in a relationship, it's in a friendship, you know, in your family, you know, avoid such situations. You shouldn't live like that. This is not the year of settling for things that aren't working for you. This is the year of people acting right, or situations genuinely working out for you to stay in them. Because when you're settling, you're missing your chance of achieving something that's actually meant for you, or being with someone that's actually meant for you, or you're just missing out on like a lot. So you avoid such people. We're not, you shouldn't be desperate for any friendship, any relationship. I'm not saying people should be nonchalant. That is really not the chat in this video. I'm just referring to people really knowing their worth and pursuing it, and also doing the same unto others. Because I'm not just saying just because you should expect this. I'm also talking to the people that are also doing it, or the people that will feel the right to do it in the future just because it was done to them. So it's really not okay. You should just treat people according to their worth, and be honest with yourself, be honest with people that are around you. So also surround yourself with people that build you, people that comfort you, and people that speak positively and um about you and also to you. Because other people have this tendency that they'll only speak good about you or positively to other people, and when it comes to telling you, I don't know if they think you'll get a bigger head, or if it's just yeah, maybe it makes them, maybe, or the friendship or the relationship is not like that. You guys don't open up like that. And I believe that it should actually be a culture of giving each other our flowers whilst we're still alive, right? So don't wait for somebody's birthday to tell them how much you appreciate them, how much they inspire you, how much you're grateful for them being in your life. Tell them whenever you get a chance. That's what I've also practiced in my friendships, and I also prayed for that. And that was one of my New Year's resolutions last year. I really prayed and asked for healthy friendships, and that is exactly what I got. Me and my I'd say my closest friend now, we always talk about how we inspire each other. She'll tell me that I'm really grateful for you, that just for being you. I'm really grateful that you're you, not for anything that you've done for me or said to me, just for the fact that you're you. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate her for being herself, because it's obviously the foundation of everything about her. So such things, I believe that they're very vital in each and every person's life. So you surround yourself with good energy, and you will see it reflecting on a whole bunch of things in your life personally. All right. And you also practice self-care and self-love. So this you can do in many ways. Other people do a skin routine, others have start a new hobby, and just things to really better yourself as a person, and things that will eventually just reflect in your mood, and how your whole perspective, or your whole perception of life. Because you need to have a positive one, so that your life also becomes a positive product of that. So yeah, just one of those things. When we go to the seventh and last discipline, be in the moment. As much as we have these goals, and as much as we want to achieve these things, you can't really miss the now, because it only comes now, and then you'll never have it again. There's a quote that I saw. It says, we get so caught up in the future that we miss our current blessings that we prayed for in the past. So and that is so true, that there are some things that you might have prayed for 6 months ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, even when you were literally, let's say, first grade. You wanted to work, and now that you have a job, you're complaining about it. You're always just tired to go to work. Maybe you wanted to go to varsity or college, but now that you're in college, you're complaining. You're not really appreciating the fact that you actually got in, because many people couldn't get in. A whole bunch of things, a child, this and that, whichever thing that you had prayed for. Or maybe, God, help me get through my depression and anxiety. You prayed for that, let's say, maybe 2 years ago, and now that, you know, obviously gradually as time went on, you became okay. But now that you're okay, you're on to the next thing that you miss, your current blessings. So I believe that it's very important to be in the moment. As much as we, you know, want to achieve much this year, we have a lot of goals, you know, and resolutions. It's also important to be in the moment so that you don't miss, because the same resolutions that we're praying for, we're hoping for this year, you know, you might achieve next year. So really right now you might be living in the blessings, that you prayed for, even years ago, that you might have even forgotten about, which was also important to just jot down whatever that you're praying for, whatever that you're hoping for, or you know your goals are, you know, just write them down so that once they happen, it's easier to remember and to keep track of everything. And I believe it's truly, you know, important to be in the moment, be with friends, be with family, you know, also invest in yourself, you know, just, you know, some alone time, and just be in the moment and feel everything, because you know there's a lot that you will see in just being in the moment, and stop, you know, just hoping and longing for what's even not here yet. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys, you know, will enjoy it. I hope you guys will actually implement these 7 disciplines in your life. And you know, just I'm wishing and praying that God blesses you, you know, with your whole journey this year. I wish everyone just has, you know, a blessed, a happy year that's filled with love, that's filled with grace. Let's be kind to one another. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications, so that whenever I post, you know, that you're notified, you know, and so that you know you stay in the family and you hear more of, you know, these wise words from Miss Georgia. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.